So now that we are ready to get started, I am right now sitting on a bolster to help support me so I don't feel any tension along my hips. So you're welcome to grab that. You're welcome to also add your pillows underneath your knees in order to release the tension from your knees as well. So now that we have gotten a little more comfortable in this easy seated position, just plant your hands gently onto your knees. Begin to flutter your eyes closed, soften your gaze. Let's begin to breathe in through the nose and out of the mouth. With every exhalation, we're just going to allow our bodies to really relax. So let's start with the eyebrows. Just begin to relax the eyebrows, soften it a little bit. Begin to relax the jawline. If you find that the tongue is at the top of the mouth, begin to release that. Take your swallow of the saliva that might have pulled in there. Just gently swallow that and allow the tongue to relax along the bottom of your mouth. If you find that your shoulders is up a little, just glide it down away from the ears and allow the shoulders to relax. Every time you breathe out, when you did that action, you probably noticed that your spine was relaxed as well. So keep on breathing and keep on relaxing the body, releasing that tension that was there. We're just going to relax the hips now, relax the legs and the hamstrings. Begin to relax the knees and the calves, all the way to the soles of our feet. If you have your gaze softened, just find a nice bright focal point to focus on. If you have your eyes closed, just imagine that you are focusing on a bright light. And really tap in with that light. Allow the light to guide you. Allow your breath to guide you throughout this whole practice tonight, so that you can tap into your intuition and that you can bring yourself to realizing that you have everything that you need. So throughout the practice today, we are going to be going over some third eye chakra affirmations, just so that we can speak our power into our existence, and then allow these words to resonate with you and see how you can apply that to your regular activity. So our first third eye chakra affirmation is, my mind is free of resistance and open to all possibilities. Let's breathe in that third eye chakra affirmation. Allow your mind to be free of resistance and open to all possibilities. And that means that if there is ever a time that you feel like you're not ready to take that step, or you are not good enough, or let's reframe our mind from those thoughts and realize that we do have the tools that we need in order for us to achieve all our goals. So just keep your minds and your hearts open to all possibilities. So as we sit here for a couple of more minutes, breathing in, let's just think about that third eye chakra affirmation and how does that resonate with you. Breathe well. So now we're going to begin to release ourselves and just gently move the props to the side. And we're going to begin to transition to a supported seated wide leg pose. So first I'm going to show you what we'll do and then how we'll support ourselves in this pose. So begin to extend both of your legs out and create a V shape, if you will. If you begin to feel any tension along the hamstrings, just always bring in the V a little bit closer if extending it out too far is um, causing you too much pain. And now we're just going to place our bolster on our lap. I'm just going to add my block here to kind of, stay leveled out. I want to add another pillow here, and we're just going to begin to forward fold so that our crowns meet the pillow, and you could put your head to one side, and in a couple of minutes we can move it to the other side so that you don't get that funny feeling in your neck when we do release. So with every exhalation, just allow your body to really relax and be supported onto the pillows. And for our third eye chakra affirmation for this pose is I am in alignment with my purpose. So let's breathe in that third eye chakra affirmation. And as we relax here in this pose for the next few minutes, just allow your mind to really think about how that affirmation resonates with you and how you can allow that affirmation to be carried on to your regular activities. Breathe well. Remember, this practice is about you, so continue to do your body scan, making sure that everything feels comfortable, making any adjustments. I'm just going to add my pillow underneath my seat so that I can release any tensions that I may be feeling at the moment. Then I can always bring everything back. Another thing that you can do if you feel like you have tension on the knees, just add your pillow underneath your knees so that you can really feel comfortable. You can kind of tilt your pelvis up forward so that you could comfortably lower onto your pillows or your blankets or even your block. And you can always hold the pose here. I am actually going to return my bolster here. Just move this over so everything could be fully supported. And we're going to hang out here for a couple of more moments. So really just breathe in through the nose and out of the mouth. Relaxing those shoulders away from your ears. Relaxing your hamstrings onto your pillows. Relaxing the hips and the spine onto your pillows. And really allow your crown and your heart to melt onto your pillows and all the stresses to melt onto the mat. And breathe well. If you haven't already done so, allow your other side of your crown to be lowered onto your pillow. And breathe in here. So on your next inhale, let's begin to release ourselves from this pose and gently move your props to the side so that we can transition to a supported puppy pose. So first, I am going to show you how to get into the pose, and then show you how we can support ourselves in this pose. So normally from tabletop, we would begin to walk our hands out, lowering our crown and our hearts onto the mat, holding here. So this time, we are just going to gently place the bolster underneath our seat, kind of straddle it, so that um, the pillows or the bolster is supporting your hips while your crown and your heart is onto the mat. So let's just begin to lower that. And we're just going to stay here for a few moments. Remember to take a quick body scan. Make all the adjustments that you need. So I'm going to take my blanket here and fold it twice so I can gently place it underneath both of my knees. And that will better support me in this pose. So you're welcome to do the same thing. You're welcome to add as many or take away all of whatever pillows that does not feel too great. You can begin to move that out of the way so you can feel better supported in this pose. For our supported puppy pose, our third eye chakra affirmation is every time I trust my inner knowing, magic happens. So let's breathe in that affirmation. Let's begin to lower our crowns and our hearts onto the mat. Let us allow our bodies to really sink into this pose and think about how this affirmation resonates with you. And we'll stay here for a few moments. You're welcome to have your palms or your forearms gently besides your crowns, or you can extend your arms out, whatever feels comfortable. Just get into that position. You're also welcome to grab a pillow and place it underneath your crown for added support. If you haven't already done so, begin to turn your crown to the other side of the body, just so you can get both sides a little more relaxed. Now we're going to begin to release ourselves from this supported puppy pose. Just going to remove some of my props because we're going to be transitioning to a supported child's pose. So let me bring my blocks back. I am going to go into a child's pose in a recline. So if you have your blocks, just have one on the short edge and another one on the tall edge. Then you're going to grab your pillow or your bolster and lean that against the blocks. Now I'm just going to kind of align my blankets along the way that my knees will be in a widened child's pose. So we're going to bring our knees to the outside of the mat and marry our toes together. And then begin to send our hips towards the heel. If you feel any tension doing that, let's just add some pillows underneath our seat to really take off the pressure off of the knees. That's better, right? Let me add another pillow. I'm going to add my body pillow here. So like I said before, restorative practice or even any yoga practice that we are in, it's all about you and not the instructor. So always allow yourself or show yourself grace so that you can really enjoy the poses that we're doing and never put yourself into pain. So now that I feel good in this pose, let me just bring this closer to me. And from here, we're going to begin to lower our crowns and our hearts onto the bolster or pillow or whatever you're using tonight and really sink into this pose. And if at any time you feel any tension or any pain, just go on ahead and grab even more pillows. Whew. All right. Oh, move this over here. Move that over here. Oh my gosh, this feels so good. Now, if you found your sweet spot, do another body scan. Just check and make sure that everything is okay. If you need to add or take away anything, always take that moment to make all of your adjustments. And while we're here, we are going to introduce another third eye chakra affirmation. And this one is, all that I seek, I can find within me. So let's just briefly breathe in that third eye chakra affirmation. All that I seek, I can find within me. Allow your body to really soak into the affirmation. Allow your body to feel supported with all of your props. Allow your body to really relax in this pose. Allow your breath to really guide your body into full relaxation. And we're just going to stay here for a few more breaths. If you haven't already done so, allow your crown to return to the other side so you don't have any strain on one side of your neck or your body. So on your next inhale, we're going to begin to release ourselves from this pose, allowing your hands to push and elevate your crown and your heart off of the bolster. And we're just going to gently move our props to the side so that we can transition to our last pose of this class for Shavasana. So, I know I completely forgot to tell you, but take this time to, if you don't have a free wall to use, grab a chair. And if you don't have a chair available to you, then that's okay. I'll, give you another option that we can use. But we are going to do a supported legs up the wall pose. So while I am moving my things out of the way so that we can go into this pose, you can grab your chair or find a wall so that you can really get into this pose. Just move this over here. This back over here. Now, funny enough, I myself don't even have a regular chair. That's so funny. But I do have a bench. So I'm going to drag my handy dandy bench over here. And let's first lower onto our backs, lower our crowns onto the back, onto the mat. Now, for the leg up the wall pose, you can simply extend both of your legs towards the ceiling, have your toes pointed towards your crown, and you can stay here and allow the blood to flow all the way up to the heart. Now, if this doesn't feel comfortable for you, or you don't have a wall available so that you can lean your legs against the wall, you can grab your chair just by staying here, and you can pull the chair legs closer towards your seat. So if you're here, just begin to bend your knees and allow your legs to fall on the seat of the chair or the bench. And you can hold here. If you don't have a wall available to you, or if you are like me and don't have a chair available to you, you can always extend your legs directly below you, and you're welcome to add as many pillows and bolsters and blankets that you want underneath your legs, underneath your spine, underneath your crown, just so that you can feel comfortable being in this pose, because we'll be here for a few moments. So I'm just going to gently add my blanket underneath my waist here so that I don't get into any uneasy sensations here. And I'm just going to use my bench to allow me to relax in this supported legs up the wall pose. So my leg's not really up the wall, but it's being supported, and you get the drift. So let's start Savasana. You're welcome to have your hands in a cactus form, like so, creating a L shape in both of your arms. You're welcome to have your arms extended out to the outsides of the mat, allowing you to accept your intuition and to trust in your intuition and to know that you have all the tools that you need right inside of you. You're also welcome to just have your hands onto the mat, whatever feels comfortable for you. But for our last Third Eye Chakra affirmation is I surrender control and allow the universe's loving presence to guide me. So let's breathe in that Third Eye Chakra affirmation. Allow our thoughts to really see how we can apply that to our regular activity. Allow our crowns to release whatever worries that we still have remaining in our thoughts. Allow the shoulders and the spine to really relax onto the mat, allowing the mat to kind of give your spine a little massage. Allow your hips to be relaxed. Allow the legs to really relax all the way to the soles of the feet. Letting our breath guide us with every exhalation, allowing even more toxins and stress to be released from our bodies. And we'll just breathe here and relax for a few more moments before we return to our regular activity. Now with every inhalation, we are going to begin to bring our bodies back to movement so that we can continue our regular activities. So let's begin by flexing the feet, wiggle the fingers, add some rotation to the wrist. Let's imagine some burst of energy touching the soles of our feet. Imagine the burst of energy going towards the ankle, all the way to the knees, to the hips, to the spine. Imagine that burst of energy going towards the shoulders, the neck, the jawline, the forehead, all the way to our crowns. And let's plant our hands onto the mat, allowing our crowns of heads to be lifted up as we push against the mat. We can move our chairs and our pillows to the side. And let's continue just doing some more breathing. We're going to do a couple of last final community breathe in and breathe out. Let's do it again. Breathing in and breathe out. And before you return to your regular activity, I would like to take this time to thank you for taking the time to join me in this restorative yoga class. I hope that the Third Eye Chakra affirmations reminded you to trust your intuition and to also remind you that we all have the tools that we need already within us. So always tap into that. Hopefully I will see you at my next restorative yoga class next week. And thank you and be well.